Fellow Scouts of the Winnebago Council, Greg Muller here again for Survival Saturday. This week I am going to be showing you how to start a fire with several different fire starters, and to do that I'm going to either be using a cotton ball, or for some of the more difficult fires like flint and steel, I'm going to be using char cloth. Char cloth I make myself, is made in a metal container like this. I take some cotton fabric rolled up, put the lid on, put it on a burner on a camp stove outside, and let it burn off, and I'll show you what that looks like in one of the next videos coming up. So to get started, we're going to start with the easiest one that I have here. That's just going to be a lighter. Everybody knows what a lighter looks like, how a lighter works. I am using a metal table today so that I don't start anything on fire that I don't want to, and I have a bucket of water down here, so as I get stuff going and burning, I'm going to just throw it down here in my bucket of water. So regular Bic lighter, get them at the gas station. There you go. Woo. A little bit harder than a lighter is going to be a match. Got that going. Alright, moving down the line here is my ferro rod. This is made out of ferrocerium, is a magnesium alloy. And this puts off a really hot spark, like 3,000 degrees. So, cotton ball on the table here. I use the end of my ferro rod to hold the cotton ball in place. Use a nice big long stroke. There we go. Cotton ball burning. This one's kind of neat. This is a little bit of steel wool in here. I take this and I kind of unwind it a little bit. It's just kind of rolled up. Get the finest steel wool that you can, and then this has an oil in it that keeps it from rusting. So if you take a 9-volt battery, you can short out the steel wool and get it on there, that's on fire. That one's a lot of fun. This one's just a little cheap pocket magnifying glass. You use it to catch the sun rays and make it as fine a point as you can. Make it really hot, start it on fire. I'm going to walk over into the sunlight here with a piece of my char cloth, and I'll just get the char cloth going for you. So let's go traveling just a little bit here. It is certainly sunny today. Kind of nice after all the rain we had this week. Alright, again, this is the magnifying glass. Piece of char cloth. You kind of get it focused on there, and you get it down to as fine a point as you can. You can see it start smoking right away. And there we go. Got that going right away too. Alright, put that out on the gravel here and kind of stomp it out. We don't want to be starting any forest fires. So these are the cool ones. These are fire pistons. This uses compressed air. So as you can see, there's a tube and a plunger that goes in the tube. A couple of O-rings to keep a nice airtight seal. And a little cup in the end here. And in there you put a little bit of that char cloth. I'm not going to do it today because this one can take a little bit of time sometimes. But you put a little char cloth in there, get it started in the tube, slap it really hard, and that'll take all the heat that's stored in the air in this cylinder and compress it down into a tiny area, and that's enough to get it up to ignition temperature. Flint and steel fire, these are the way they did it for a long, long time. This is the steel. It's just a piece of high carbon steel that's formed into a loop so you can fit it over your knuckles. And this is a piece of flint. Flint is a rock. You can also use chert. That's chert. And for this one, we are going to use the char cloth because trying to get spark from the flint and steel to catch in a cotton ball can be really difficult, so we're going to make it easier on ourselves here. Again, this is my char cloth that I made. I will show you how to do that in the next couple of weeks. Kind of fold it up about, in half or in fourths. I put it on top of the flint, and then you use a quick striking blow on the side, kind of a glancing blow on the side, and it creates a spark. Are you ready? If you can see that in the camera, you can see the edge of it is glowing. So I will take my piece of glowing char cloth, add it to some tinder. This is that jute twine. And then we'll add a little oxygen. Blow on it until we get a flame. Woo! There you go. Just like that, a flint and steel fire made with nothing more than a rock and a hunk of steel. I think I smelled my mustache on that one. That's why we don't put it that close to your face, guys. That's going to do it for Survival Saturday this week. And next week, we're going to be showing how to do a fire lay, how to make fuzz sticks, and a couple other really neat things. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you next week.